Met Police 4, Tiverton Town 1. Before we talk about this game, we've been on the road recently, away at Hartley Wintney, a 1-1 draw, and away at Hayes and Yedding, a narrow 3-2 defeat. Your thoughts on those two games?
I think the Hartley game was probably a fair result in the end. I was disappointed not to close out the game. Just a really scrappy affair, and if I'm honest, and I've said it to the boys, so I might as well say it on here. We asked them to do something different to what they normally do. We just felt the pitch was going to be conducive to doing something else, and it wasn't us. So I take part responsibility for not getting the 3 points, which I think we probably will be disappointed not to get. However, on the day, I thought that was probably about right. It was an awful game of football, and we came away with a draw. So we felt that we probably should have done better had we done things differently, but that was the way it was. So they're a good club, Hartley, and you want to win the game, but you also want to wish them all the best in their fight.
And going on to this game, a 4-1 win for your side, goals from Ollie Knight, Taylor Crossdale and Alves. Good win for your side.
Yeah, I'm disappointed not to have scored 6, if I'm honest today. It doesn't make any difference to where we're at with the result. Disappointed not to have kept a clean sheet as well, but I suppose under the circumstances of the game and going down to 10 men, that it was always going to be a bit more difficult in those later stages. So don't want to detract from the result, don't want to detract from the chances that we created and some of the football that we played, and the boys have been magnificent today and probably deserved a bit more, but 3 points is all we came for, and 3 points is what we've got. I'm disappointed with Martel, although I think that, the sending off is choose my words carefully. Martel gives the keeper the chance to throw himself to the floor, but also 5 minutes later kind of gets palmed 2 hands in the face, and he gives a yellow card. So I can't see where the consistency is. I've asked to speak to him, and I will do that in a very gentle manner. I'll just say, look, talk me through it. So yeah, very pleasing today. Very, very worthwhile for the win. And Hayes and Yedding on Tuesday, tough side, and it's probably a fair result, I think, on the night. But we are a good side, and we made some really basic errors against Hayes and Yedding, and we hadn't been making them. And we brought them in on Thursday, did a video session with them, just sat them down, just showed them a few bits and pieces. If I'm honest, that can go one or two ways, Alex. You can have somebody that can have a team that thinks, well, they're getting at us a little bit by that exposure, and we don't do it all the time. But based upon the response today, the boys can take full credit and a magnificent application to get the win.
And in terms of injuries, any updates on Josh Keir and Fabio Sol?
Yeah, we're missing a couple of key players there. I think Josh is probably a week or 2 away. Fabio is a little bit longer. We're expecting sort of the best part of a month, maybe 5 weeks. Both have been really good for us. So it's been a difficult time to transition in respect of putting some new players or players that hadn't been playing into the side and getting them bedded in. But as you've seen today, boys have done exactly that. So Louis DeGan coming in for his first league start, I think, and did really, really well. So we've got a lot to look forward to. But would we rather have Josh and Fabs back? Yeah, of course we would.
And finally, a week off your side before we host Macpherson Town here at Court next Saturday. Your thoughts over that game?
That's really difficult. I think they're in form. I don't know how they got on today, but they're very much in form. Wasn't an easy one, even though we won it earlier in the season. I think they had eyes on the FA Cup at that stage, so understandable. But we will prepare accordingly. We will have to prepare well for it. Good management team, a team of lads that give their all, and they're a form side. They've got some form at the moment. So. It's another big one for us, and I've said to the boys, between now and the end of the month especially, it may just shape where you're going to be as you sort of step into March. If you're in and around it, you can have a go at it. If you drop in, you're playing catch up, and that becomes very, very difficult. But we'll enjoy today.